The sound of Generation Now. For North America and beyond. It's one. The Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
Hey guys, I'm DioGuardi with the biggest songs in North America, according to your What You Want at 877 My Hits 1 and Sirius.com/Hits1. Now let's check out last week's top 5 songs. At number 5 was Train with Hey Soul Sister. At number 4, Timberland featuring Katy Perry with If We Ever Meet Again. Number 3 was The Script with Break Even. He's got it so right. Nothing ever breaks even, especially a heart. Number 2 is Kesha with Your Love Is My Drug. And last week's number 1 song, as cited by your What You Wants, is Sirius.com/Hits1. And at 877 My Hits 1 is Tayo Cruz featuring Ludacris with Break Your Heart on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown.
Now I may not be the worst or the best, but you gotta respect my honesty. And I may break your heart, but I don't really think there's anybody as wrong as me. So you can take this chance in the end. Everybody's gonna be wondering how you feel. You might say this is ludicrous, but Tayo Cruz, I like how you feel. Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
You're listening to the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. That was last week's number 1 song, Tayo Cruz featuring Ludacris with Break Your Heart. Will he be number 1 for a second week in a row? You'll just have to stay tuned to find out. Steve Aoki said he once saw kids stage dive at his show, but no one was there to catch him on the other end, and ended up planting his face to the ground. Down 2 spots to number 45, here's Steve Aoki featuring Super Black with I'm in the House on Sirius XM Hits 1.
Hey! Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
Welcome back. It's DioGuardi on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. This next song, I actually met the artist when I co-wrote Good Girls Go Bad with Gabe Saporta from Cobra Starship. I'd never met Kevin Rudolph, but I walked into the studio and he was there with Gabe, and we just kind of all clicked and wrote this song 2 hours before an Idol show. And it went so well that they were like, hey man, can you come back after the show? And we finished it up that night, and it became Cobra Starship's single with Leighton Meester in the video, and it kind of set off a great creative relationship between Kevin and I, and I'm so happy to see that he's up 2 spots to number 43 with Birdman, Lil Wayne, and Jay Sean with I Made It on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown.
Countdown, the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
That was Kevin Rudolph at number 43. Lady Antebellum, who performed at the CMT Music Awards this past week, are coming up. But first, here's Nicole from the Morning Mashup with the week's celebrity gossip.
Sirius XM.
I'm used to 4 judges. You know, when I first came on, it was definitely, oh, she's taking over Paula, which was not the case. I was never there to take Paula's position. I do think that the 4 judges works. It's really about getting someone who has a lot of experience in music.
Hits 1.
Ooh, celebs in trouble.
Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
I'm DioGuardi, and right now I'm in control of the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. But it's your What You Wants that matter. If you want to say, then call 877 My Hits 1 or log on to Sirius.com/Hits1 to let us know what you want to hear. Rihanna collaborated with Eminem on his recent upcoming album, which will be out June 22nd. Down 3 spots to number 40, here's Rihanna with Rude Boy on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown.
Come on, Rude Boy. DioGuardi.
That was Dan Black at number 38. Black Eyed Peas, who start their tour in the U.S. on August 3rd in Boston, Massachusetts, is coming up. But first, here's the week's hottest TV shows with Rich Davis from the Morning Mashup. Sirius XM
Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. The Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
Hey, it's DioGuardi, and these are the biggest songs in North America, according to you, on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. This next artist I am so proud of. I signed him to Warner Brothers along with J.R. Rodham, and he's had 2 #1 hits, and I think riding solo is going to do great. He's a fabulous songwriter who's got a very unique and interesting perspective that's helped to make him such a big new artist on the scene. He's up 1 spot to 34. It's Jason Derulo. I'm going to be at the Morango in California with him on July 9th, 9 p.m., hosting his concert. But for right now, number 34 on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown, riding solo.
Get Countdown. The Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
That was Jason Derulo at number 33, and Train is coming up next. But first, Mikey Piff is going to tell us what songs are blowing up people's cells this week.
Sirius XM Hits 1 Top Ringtone.
According to your What You Want at 877-MY-HITS-1 and Sirius.com/hits1. Apollo Drive got their name from a street named Apollo Drive in Los Angeles, where they sealed the deal to start the band. Up 3 spots to number 31, here's Apollo Drive with Paper Cut on Sirius XM Hits 1. Welcome back, it's DioGuardi on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. For a chance to see the teen phenomenon Justin Bieber on any of his tour stops and be entered to win the grand prize of meeting him in New York, go to Sirius.com/hits1. Down 1 spot to number 29, here's Justin Bieber with Somebody to Love. I bet there's a lot of people for him to love out there, or that love him, on Sirius XM Hits 1. Teen heartthrob Justin Bieber at number 29. Coming up, I'll tell you how you can meet Paramore in Nashville, Tennessee. Next up is B.O.B. featuring Hayley Williams from Paramore. Wow, that band is really breaking big, and I'm really happy for them. I like that guy. First, here's Nicole from the Morning Mashup again with more of the week's entertainment news. To you on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. See Mayday Parade, an upcoming movie, How to Make Love to a Woman, which comes out on DVD July 13th. Down 7 spots to number 26, here's Mayday Parade with Kids in Love on Sirius XM. I'm DioGuardi, and right now I'm in control of the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. This next song, TikTok, is the song that we all warmed up on every week before the Idol shows, and I have to give it to Kesha because she definitely helped me get my nerves out. The song would come on, we'd all be dancing, Ellen, Randy, and it would just kind of make me feel more comfortable. So thanks, Kesha, for that. Down 1 spot to number 25, TikTok on Sirius XM Hits 1.
Wake up in the morning feeling
Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
That was Lady Gaga at number 22, Fellow Italiano. Scouting for Girls, who got the inspiration for their name from a book called Scouting for Boys, is coming up. But first, Ryan Sampson from the Morning Mashup is going to tell us what movies we're renting this weekend.
Weekend Countdown. Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.
That was Lady Gaga at number 22, Fellow Italiano. Scouting for Girls, who got the inspiration for their name from a book called Scouting for Boys, is coming up. But first, Ryan Sampson from the Morning Mashup is going to tell us what movies we're renting this weekend.
Weekend.
Welcome back, it's DioGuardi on the Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown. Well, I was lucky enough to have Nickelback frontman Chad Kroeger invite me to go to his place in Canada where we wrote a bunch of songs, and he had a lot of horses and a horse ranch and a big pool, and he definitely lived like a rock star. But he was very sweet. He made sure that I had a nice room and towels, and I had, shampoo and conditioner. He was a really good host, and we actually wrote with Ashley Simpson once, and Jody Moyer, who produced a bunch of his records. We had a blast, but I have to tell you, he's much more strict on the writing than I am. It was like we'd spend hours on one chorus. I was like, Chad, it's fine, let's move on. But he didn't want to move on, and I think that's what makes him a great songwriter. He was very wanting to beat what he did and never happy with himself, and that's why he's got all these number ones. I could learn something from him. Up 7 spots, number 20, here's Nickelback with This Afternoon on Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown.
Weekend Countdown. Sirius XM Hits 1 Weekend Countdown with DioGuardi.